Lu Yun, the principal of Shihai First Academy, was informing the students that today is the day they will choose their professions, a day that will determine their fates. He hopes that all of them can reach the same level as their senior, Suchian Xing, and become pillars of the human race. The principal Lu Yun was referring to is Su Chang Xing, an esteemed holy mage. As he spoke, a competitive atmosphere arose, especially directed toward Lin Moyu, who is the top student of Shihai First Academy. However, what most students don't know is that Lin Moyu has been reborn in this world for many years, and at long last, he can choose his profession. This world functions like an RPG game, featuring many dungeons, secret areas, and wild monsters. After the profession selection, individuals can gain experience by defeating monsters and raiding dungeons to level up, improve their skills, and increase their overall strength. Countless stages of humanity have carved out a living space among numerous monsters, leading to the stable society they have today. Of course, the most popular professions in this world are primarily combat classes, followed closely by support class professions, with livelihood professions coming in last. The combat and support classes can be divided into 5 tiers: low, medium, high, rare, and legendary. It's possible that the entire city of Shihai may not produce a legendary profession within 10 years. Suddenly, the activation of the transmutation circle was announced. Yang Lin, a classmate of Lin Moyu, approached him and asked what profession he desired most. Yang Lin expressed his wish to become a knight, confident that he would protect the girls. He commented that given his and Xiaoshui's excellent results, he would likely qualify for a good profession. Lin Moyu left without replying to him. Another friend of Yang Lin stopped him and inquired why he was speaking to Lin Moyu. They told Yang Lin that Lin Moyu wouldn't respond, suggesting that he may only have a slightly better academic standing and that his profession selection might come from the livelihood class. Yang Lin urged them not to say that, explaining that Lin Moyu simply doesn't talk because he prefers not to. Meanwhile, Principal Lu Yun greeted Jiang Qian, a level 52 formation master. Lin Moyu was surprised to see Zhang Chang, realizing that the old man was actually a rare support profession master. Principal Lu Yun mentioned that once he announces each student's name, they should step into the transmutation circle. The first student was Chuda, who was assigned a livelihood class profession as a farmer. Chuda was taken aback, unable to believe he had been placed in a livelihood class as a farmer. The next student was assigned the livelihood class profession of chef, bringing him happiness as his father was a chef too. He never imagined he would also become one, having inherited his father's profession. Zhang Chang commented to Principal Lu Yun that this year's students seemed rather average. Lu Yun agreed, noting that up to that point, there hadn't been a rare profession announced. Zhang Chang asked Lu Yun how many years it had been since their academy produced a rare profession, suggesting it would be nice to have a high-level profession from the combat class. Lu Yun replied that only 1 or 2 rare professions emerge in the entire city of Shihai each year, making it too much to hope for. The next student was Xiaoshui, who, while walking toward the transmutation circle, told Lin Moyu that she would show him who the real genius is. Xiaoshui thought to herself that although they were known as the 2 geniuses of the academy, Lin Moyu always ranked above her. However, she was determined not to admit defeat. When Zhang Chang saw Xiaoshui, he stood up from his seat, commenting on her potential. Principal Lu Yun asked Zhang Chang why he said that, to which he responded that her mental strength is more than double that of ordinary people, indicating she may become a mage. Lu Yun noted that this would be a high-level profession in the combat class, and if she became a special mage, it would qualify as a rare profession. As they spoke, Xiaoshui stepped onto the transmutation circle. Upon doing so, a massive fire explosion lit up the sky. Zhang Chang shouted that a vision had appeared, indicating a rare profession had been awakened. Xiaoshui transformed into an elemental mage, a rare combat class profession, and everyone cheered for her. Yung Chun praised Xiaoshui for her impressive achievement, and she thanked him as her friends congratulated her for attaining such a rare profession. One of her friends remarked that this time, Xiaoshui would surely surpass the annoying Lin Moyu. Xiaoshui grew serious upon hearing Lin Moyu's name. The next student called was Lin Moyu. Xiaoshui smiled, thinking this time she would surely win. Principal Lu Yun asked Zhang Tian what he thought of Lin Moyu. Zhang Tian replied that aside from his calm demeanor, Lin Moyu didn't appear special in any way. Principal Lu Yun informed Zhang Tian that there were two geniuses at their school, Xiaoshui as the second and Lin Moyu as the first. Zhang Tian remarked that academic performance and profession selection do not necessarily correlate. As Principal Lu Yun watched Lin Moyu step into the transmutation circle, a tremendous surge of energy erupted into the sky, and winds began to blow violently, making it seem as if the sky were colliding with the earth. Dark clouds filled the sky, accompanied by lightning flashing everywhere. Principal Lu Yun looked at the sky, questioning what was happening. Zhang Tian noted that it was a vision, a transformation vision. Principal Lu Yun thought that such a massive vision could indicate another rare profession, but was it a combat class or a support class? Xiaoshui observed the sky, realizing this vision was much more significant than her own, thinking there was no way she could lose to Lin Moyu. Suddenly, a student shouted that movement was occurring within the dark clouds, revealing the emergence of soldiers. Although they were undead soldiers, the sight terrified the students. The dark clouds were filled with billions of undead soldiers. Xiaoshui stared at them, knowing they were merely a vision, yet she felt overwhelmed by the sight. The undead soldiers surged into Lin Moyu's body, awakening the combat class profession of necromancer, which is a unique hidden profession. In Lin Moyu's hand, green flames began to form as he realized that having a unique hidden profession meant he was the only necromancer in the world. Unless Lin Moyu were to die, no one would ever share a profession like his. This unique hidden profession is not only rarer than rare professions but is even more elusive than legendary professions. Other students were discussing how powerful Lin Moyu seemed, having transformed into a hidden profession, especially a unique one. They wondered how someone could be so lucky, speculating that the array must have malfunctioned. Some remarked that hidden professions are not always powerful and that there have been many in history whose hidden professions were quite lackluster. Others were concerned, discussing how frightening the vision had been, noting that as a necromancer, he would need to deal with dead people constantly. They thought that since he doesn't talk, it might be easier to handle dead beings. All of them felt envy toward Lin Moyu, but he was indifferent to their opinions. Lin Moyu pondered that the uniqueness of the hidden profession was far better than he had expected. Zhang Tian called out to Lin Moyu from behind. Lin Moyu greeted him and asked how he could assist. Zhang Tian expressed his curiosity, saying he had never seen Lin Moyu's unique profession before and asked if he could demonstrate his skills. Lin Moyu told him to wait a moment. Lin Moyu examined his status window, which revealed that he was a level 1 necromancer with 10 summoning spaces, allowing him to summon a level 1 black iron skeleton warrior. There are also black iron, bronze, silver, gold, diamond, legendary, and divine level skeleton warriors. Additionally, Lin Moyu possessed Soul Blaze level 1, which burns the target's soul and deals burning damage, with its power depending on his spiritual power and skill level. Lin Moyu contemplated that since his spiritual power was stronger, it implied that necromancers belonged to the mage profession, while the skill of summoning skeleton warriors resembled that of a summoner class. Lin Moyu then said, "Summon skeleton warrior," and his hands glowed with green fire, summoning a black iron level skeleton warrior wielding a large sword in front of everyone. The other students were astonished that Lin Moyu had actually summoned a skeleton from the dark clouds. They were frightened, thinking it was all too real. Zhang Chang fired a spiritual laser at Lin Moyu's skeleton warrior, prompting Lin Moyu to receive a notification stating that his skeleton warrior had been attacked and asking if he wanted to counterattack. If he did not make a choice within 10 seconds, the skeleton would automatically retaliate. Lin Moyu ordered it to stay put. Zhang Tian noted that Lin Moyu's skeleton warrior seemed very alert. He thought to himself that he was a level 52 professional while Lin Moyu was only level 1, yet the summoned creature was hostile toward him. The attributes of this skeleton warrior appeared average, and since Lin Moyu was only level 1, it was difficult to assess the strength of his profession. Zhang Tian suggested that perhaps once Lin Moyu reached a higher level, the skeleton would become stronger. He told Lin Moyu that he was making good progress and that perhaps in the future, it would make a difference. As Lin Moyu walked with his skeleton warrior, everyone moved away from him. Yang Lin was ecstatic to see the skeleton warrior and asked Lin Moyu if he could touch it. After Lin Moyu allowed it, Yang Lin was amazed that it felt very cold to the touch. Lin Moyu responded that its defense attributes were good, which made Yang Lin even more impressed. Another student jokingly asked if he would soon find himself a girlfriend. Lin Moyu turned to Yang Lin, remarking that being a necromancer wasn't simply about summoning skeletons. He explained that it would also allow him to communicate with spirits and so on. The students were astounded by this revelation. Zhang Tian noted that Lin Moyu must have the ability to resurrect the dead and sought to know whether he could turn ordinary corpses into soldiers. Lin Moyu responded that he could, as long as they fell under his control. A new student arrived and exclaimed that he thought it would be better to have a rare profession than a unique hidden profession. He couldn't believe Lin Moyu would have gained the attention of so many girls. The comments only intensified the envy felt by Yang Lin, who still desired to prove himself and was convinced he could outshine Lin Moyu someday. Lin Moyu, meanwhile, found the attention a bit overwhelming and thought he needed to strengthen himself even further. Lin Moyu told Yang Lin that if he wanted to kill him, he could just step over his dead body. Yang Lin smiled and said that Moyu had finally spoken up. He had been intentionally saying the opposite of what he meant. Principal Lu Yun addressed the students, informing them that regardless of the profession changes, the academy had arranged places for them to improve. He announced that the novice leveling dungeon in Shihai City would open tomorrow and urged them all to work hard to achieve good grades on the upcoming big test, enabling them to get into their desired higher learning institutions. As Lin Moyu walked outside the academy, he thought about how the monsters in the newbie upgrade dungeons were concentrated between levels 1 and 8, with a low number and easy difficulty, making it much safer than the wilderness. Suddenly, Xia Shui ran up to him, asking him to wait. She challenged him to a competition to see who would score better on the exam, questioning if he dared to accept. Moyu agreed, and Xia declared it a deal, vowing not to keep losing to him, despite her defeat today. She was determined not to be outperformed again. Later, at Moyu's home, he stood in an old house, staring at a photo of himself, his grandmother, and his sister. He thought about telling his grandmother that he had successfully changed his profession to a super rare hidden one and to assure his sister that he would also be admitted to Xiajing Academy. Suddenly, there was a knock at the door. It was Principal Lu Yun, who had come to deliver Lin Moyu's daily supplies. Principal Lu Yun reflected on how last year, only Moyu's older sister, Lin Mohan, had been admitted to Xiajing Academy. He had promised her to take good care of her younger brother. Moyu thanked him for the supplies, and Lu Yun advised him to rest well, as he would be entering the dungeon for the test the next day. In the middle of the night, Moyu was startled awake by a voice announcing, "System loading." A green, game-like system interface appeared before him. Surprised, Moyu received 2 notifications. He had awakened to the necromancer profession, and the strongest talent system was binding. The system began to extract the origin of the world and complete skill optimizations. It congratulated Moyu for awakening a unique god-level talent that provided a comprehensive increase at level 1 and granted him a passive skill called damage transfer. Moyu was astonished and checked the information regarding this passive skill, realizing that all skill effects would be increased by 5 times and all damage received by the mage would be transferred to the summoner. Excited, Moyu decided to test his new abilities by summoning a skeleton warrior. Using 10 spiritual power, he summoned a skeleton warrior, which had all its stats increased to 75. Moyu reveled in the realization that with the damage transfer skill, he would be invincible at his level. The next day, at the novice leveling dungeon, Moyu and Yang Lin stood together. Yang Lin invited Moyu to team up, but he declined, making Yang Lin angry and calling him a prick. Yang Lin insisted that he was sincerely inviting Moyu and demanded a fair explanation for his refusal. Moyu explained that teaming up would slow them down, asserting that going solo would allow for faster leveling. Xia Shui, who was also present, agreed, mentioning that experience is split among team members, and it was better to go solo before reaching level 10. Principal Lu Yun informed the students that, apart from Xia Shui and Lin Moyu, other combat professions should consider support roles in the dungeon, warning them that they would soon realize the necessity of support. He assured them that there would be no tricks or schemes among students. A student questioned why support was needed, and Principal Lu Yun reiterated that Xia Shui aimed for Xiajing Academy and needed to level up quickly. He noted that she was an elemental mage and that Lin Moyu's abilities were still uncertain. Moyu expressed his ambition to get into Xiajing Academy as well and preferred to go solo. Principal Lu Yun cautioned Moyu about the challenges of getting into Xiajing Academy, requiring at least level 12 to be safe before the final trial. He reminded Moyu that his sister, Lin Mohan, had entered the academy at level 16. Principal Lu Yun questioned whether Moyu understood how difficult it would be to reach level 12 within a week, especially since the highest level of monsters in the novice dungeon was only level 8. Moyu confidently replied that he believed in himself, and upon seeing that confidence, Principal Lu Yun wondered if this hidden profession could indeed allow him to succeed. Outside the dungeon, Xia Shui told Moyu that they would race each other to see who could level up faster. She warned him that if he stayed quiet, she would count him in. Both entered the novice dungeon, where Moyu noted that summoning an undead used 10 spiritual points. After meditating overnight, his spirit had recovered to 40 points, allowing him to summon 4 undead knights. Moyu pointed his staff into the dungeon and ordered his undead skeleton warriors to hunt down monsters. Each warrior moved in a different direction. When one of his warriors killed a big-eared rabbit, Moyu gained 10 experience points for successfully eliminating it. His experience points continued to rise as his warriors dispatched other monsters. He realized that every monster eliminated by the skeletons would increase his experience by 1%, meaning that killing 100 monsters would level him up. He found this method highly productive, leveling up in just half an hour. Soon after, he received a system notification stating he was now a level 2 necromancer, which granted him 20 summoning spaces for undead skeleton warriors, allowing him to summon level 2 skeleton warriors as well. When he summoned 2 level 2 undead knights, he discovered they were 2.5 times stronger than his level 1 skeleton warriors. This thrilled Moyu as the number of skeleton warriors under his command rose to 8, significantly boosting his monster-killing productivity. Time passed, and he received notifications that his skeleton warriors had successfully eliminated a level 4 blue-eyed rat, yielding 40 experience points. A new function also appeared, allowing him to trace the skeleton warriors, which created a map. Moyu noticed some monsters that the skeleton warriors had missed, providing him with an opportunity to test his active skill. When a level 2 gray cat attacked him, he used his Soul Blaze skill to eliminate it instantly. Soul Blaze had a 5-fold boost, reducing the level 2 gray cat to ashes within seconds. Moyu was impressed, realizing that spiritual attacks were extremely powerful, as they ignored all forms of physical and magical defense. The hidden profession was indeed powerful, even without talent boosts, the necromancer could rival any legendary profession. Moyu leveled up again, gaining substantial spiritual power and reaching level 3 as a necromancer. He smiled, realizing he was now even stronger. He summoned more skeleton warriors, who successfully defeated a level 5 green wolf and a level 6 black leopard, granting him 50 and 60 experience points, respectively. As he ventured deeper into the jungle, he reflected on how the novice dungeon was open for 12 hours. With 4 hours gone, he had already reached level 4. At this pace, he would level up again in less than an hour. He was excited about the prospect of reaching level 8, which would allow him to venture into the Xinhai suburbia, where stronger monsters awaited. Meanwhile, outside the dungeon, Principal Lu Yun and Xia Dongyang, head of the Xia family and Xia Shui's father, engaged in conversation. Mr. Xia expressed gratitude to Principal Lu for caring for his daughter all these years. Lu Yun praised Xia Shui's hard work and intelligence, noting the successful transmutation. He believed she would achieve great things. Mr. Xia lamented missing her transmutation but was determined not to miss her first dungeon run. Principal Lu Yun mentioned that both Xia Shui and Lin Mohan had rare professions, achieving level 5 when they exited the dungeon. He expressed hope that Xia Shui would do the same. Mr. Xia agreed, stating that Xia Shui had always been competitive, and they would soon see their leveling speed over the next few days. He noted that if Xia Shui failed to reach level 5 on her first day, it would be difficult for her to enter Xia Jing Academy. Lu Yun wondered what level Lin Moyu had achieved, considering hidden professions might provide an advantage. He explained that there would be a countdown for everyone once they entered the dungeon, automatically exiting after 12 hours. Mr. Xia remarked that he had heard a hidden profession had appeared during the transmutation. Principal Lu Yun shared that Lin Moyu's profession was called necromancer, and he was unsure of its power. He also mentioned that Lin Moyu's sister, Lin Mohan, might be able to assist Xia Shui if she gained admission to the academy. While they discussed, Lin Moyu, seated nearby, calculated that he could summon up to 24 skeleton warriors, but his summoning space had already expanded to 70. He recognized that filling all available spots would take considerable time. Suddenly, Xia Shui emerged from the dungeon, declaring she would not lose again, proudly stating she had reached level 5, the standard for the novice dungeon record. She searched for Lin Moyu, confused as to why he had exited early. Upon seeing him at level 7, she was shocked and questioned how it was possible for him to be that strong. Mr. Xia called for Xia Shui, who was surprised to see her father. He inquired if she was still competing with Lin Moyu, whom he had met previously. Xia Shui replied that she was determined to win this time. Lin Moyu explained that he could summon more undead, having reached level 7 before she returned. Xia Shui was incredulous, having heard that she only had the level 5 system, while Moyu displayed higher power levels. Mr. Xia noted the importance of their competition and was confident that Xia Shui could beat Moyu if she leveled up faster. Xia Shui vowed to achieve higher levels, determined to defeat Moyu. Meanwhile, Moyu continued summoning skeleton warriors, convinced that with a little luck, he could reach level 8 before the day's end. With newfound confidence, he prepared for the challenges ahead, ready to prove his worth.